I'm not so sure that there is any organization like PEP with the breadth that it has. I mean, so many different, the online school, the vocational training and educational programs, the program for the disability, the Dolores Huerta child care, and the youth programs, building the homes. I don't think there's any other program in the country that has that breadth of activity, and that's I think that's very unique.
Calling the meeting to order. This is a PEP board meeting. I'd like to welcome everybody to the board meeting who's on Zoom, who's on the telephone conference line, and who's present in person. First, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance by Cesar Lopez. Mr. Lopez.
And the flag is back this way, folks.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of
liberty and love for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Please remain standing for the invocation from
Yeah, good Nick, was it in way? And the Wapago came, here, Hiker, either Dash, my word, it's Tipkin, which the Hummich come. Here, Hiker, either Tipkin, word it, Skogum Hummich come. When the okay, it's not to come, Tom Cotton. Yeah, the room. So, Hoigda, Edam, Wood, Aham, either Haitimas, Wupagi, Nyek, Edam or Jia. Sometimes, Hoigda, Zapo Junior, Zapo Haiti Aga, which is a Hummich come. Kanumako se anyawake pamanaka amangayanga meshona dawonya tamakajemo himata kasina amachachama kanyanya himatuta Kanumako se anyawake pamanaka amangayanga nashona dawonya damakachemo yemata kasina manachachama Yeah, Creator, we come here today. This is a very special day, very important day, like just every other day. But we come and we give thanks for everything that you've bestowed upon us, the food, the water, the air, the people, as we come together this evening. We ask for your guidance and your blessing this evening. But mostly we ask that you go into the four directions and reach in the four directions of the people and give them the strength and the will to do whatever it is that they need to do. Because we are all one, and we all network together to help each other. This evening, I want to say that offer our deepest condolences to those that have passed on in this time of this invisible enemy. But I want to recognize a couple individuals or warriors of this organization. Jacinto Cruz, Yoemi Pueblo, Michelle Courtenay, Ervaca Action Center. You know, these are just a few of the people out there that do the work like each and every one of you out there. And I believe Michelle has a son. So we want to offer prayers in that way because that's what we do as family. We take care of each other. You know, God put us here as human beings, regardless of our color, regardless of our language, regardless of what, but we're all family. And so we reach out and we pray for those. The song that I sung was a very old song that was created by my mother's father, who was a song dreamer. And in our tradition, the songs are very powerful. And it brought up my eagle wing because this is what was given to me to give blessings and to protect the people. And so we kind of just brush it away and take all that negativity out of the way and from your hearts and so forth, and we throw it to the east where the sun goes down. But that song is about Siwaiwaki. This song came to this person, and he said he was walking. Something was telling him to walk and keep on walking. As he was walking, he heard this beautiful music. So he kept walking closer and closer. He saw an object way out there. As he was getting closer, the song, the singing was so beautiful, it was drawing him near. And when he got closer, it was a large building, a large home. It was a large housing establishment. But out of there flew a bunch of birds that flew up into the heavens and went in the different directions. Right now, they call that Siwaiwaki, the Casagrande ruins. And in the interpretation of my mother, who her father told her, it was really about the spirit and bringing you to something good. Something like PPEP, something like the organization here, that this organization drew us here for some reason or another. And when we leave, we're going to go in the four directions and do what we do and continue to do the great work. And those warriors, those fallen warriors, those heroes that were part of these organizations or had something to do with the organizations, their work is done. They go on into the spirit world, but they're still here with us. Their spirits are still here with us. Matter of fact, they are standing here with us right now beside us, each and every one of us. In our deepest and darkest moment, those that have gone on are here with us. So I offer that prayer this evening for each and every one of you and those that are online as well into your homes, because prayer knows no boundary. Prayer goes wherever you want to send it. And today, this evening, we humbly ask the Creator to go in the four directions into your homes, into your hearts, to hear your prayers. For the sun's going to set tonight, and I hope it's going to come up tomorrow, and we'll continue to work. And so, in that, I bless each and every one of you and your families, every one of you and your teams and who you work with and who you work with. And I ask the eagle, the spirit of the eagle, to take your prayers up into the heavens so that the Creator can hear them and that you will have a good day and a good life. It's not going to take away the struggles. It's not going to take away the hurt and the pain, because what it's going to do, it's going to teach us on how we humble ourselves to continue to do this work. And I am preaching to the choir here, as we all know, the trials and tribulations that we've come. But we stand here today to celebrate 53 years of this organization. And this couldn't be done without a great leader, Dr. Arnold, but also all the great leaders, including each and every one of you out there, and each and every one of you in this room, and each and every one that couldn't be here tonight. So with that, God bless each and every one of you. And we ask for a good meeting, good discussions, and to be very productive and continue to be productive. George and Morgan, God bless each and every one of you.
Next on the agenda is the roll call.
Okay, good evening, everyone. This is Rosemary, and I will begin the roll call for the PEP board, and then second, I will do the PRVDC board.
Rosemary, are you there?
Yes, we do have a quorum.
Okay, for both boards. Okay,
Yes.
next item on the agenda is the approval of the PEP board meeting, minutes from April 27th. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes from the PEP board?
I'll second that.
Okay, I do have a first and a second.
Can you?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next is the approval of the minutes from May the 12th for PEP board. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
I so move, Madam Chairman.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Has been moved and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, I'd like to call for approval of the minutes of the PRBDC minutes from April, what was it, 27th, yes, April 27th. If I can have a motion, please.
I motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you. Is there a second?
This is Georgia, I second.
Thank you, Georgia. Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Abstentions? Objections? Okay, it sounds unanimous to me. Thank you.
Okay, so we can go ahead with the CEO report, and we're going to put that up on the board right now.
Picture you're seeing here is this was with Carlos at the Saurita Food Bank, and some of the workers from one of the districts of the Tohono Nation. And Carlos called us up and said that he had food, and I reached out to one of the districts, and they were very happy, and so they brought their truck, and he just loaded us up with not only this, with my trailer, and we had plenty of food to take, and first priority were the elders, to get the food to the elders, and those that are handicapped are the most vulnerable, and then there was enough to get to the community, and they were so happy. They were so happy to receive that, you know. We don't realize what a small food box can do to a family, you know, especially during these times. And really, one of the objectives is to try to keep people at home so they're not out, you know, catching the COVID. So thanks to PEP and all the networks, we're able to network with entities and organizations to continue to put food and PSMA with the medical equipment. You know, I just want to share that a girl called and said they need a hospital bed for their mom. She was in a nursing home and she wanted to just go home, but they wouldn't let her go home unless she had a hospital bed. I reached out to PSMA and they got a bed and she came home, and a few days later she expired. But the family was so happy because she wanted to come home. That's just one story. The other night, I got a load of wheelchairs and whatnot, and I got a call. They said, my mom needs a wheelchair. Do you need to know where we can get one? And I said, I got like 10 or 15 right here. So I was able to get one, and I drove that night to go deliver it to the elder mom. I think she was like in her late 70s or something like that. And so those are the great works that just the collaboration and network with the folks in the Tohono Nation, but we went to Hopi, went to Navajo, the Apaches, and just out there doing a lot of great work, but it's because of great networking here through PEP and its affiliates and its PSMA and all the great work that they're doing. So that is one of the districts and their district workers there. Thank you.
Thank you. Jose, do you have anything to add to the report about the pictures and your feelings? I would recommend you come right in this area here.
Right here?
Yeah, come in a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, if you go to the other photos, you'll be seeing that we've actually have had a change in our donation process. With COVID-19, the hospitals are holding a lot of their materials. That's all non-durable. These are everything from Band-Aids to surgery kits. They use it one time, and those surgery kits could be $2,000 or $20,000 for that kit. They use it once, they have to throw it away. We're not receiving a lot of that any longer, but what we did is we shifted because we have found that now a lot of people are at home and they're going through all of their items, and that wheelchair has been sitting there for 2 years. They're trying to move that out. But besides that, we opened up other avenues, and you'll see that in some of the photos that we're actually, instead of moving more non-durables, we're moving more durables. The stuff that's the bread and butter for us, the wheelchairs, hospitals, walkers, all these things. And we are working with an organization, as I mentioned earlier. We had Edgar and Enrique come by to say hi last week, and we had them help us unload over 6,000 pounds. Edgar's not coming back for a while, right, Edgar? But he helped us unload just last Wednesday, I think, Edgar, over 6,000 pounds. And a week and a half before that, we unloaded another 4,000 pounds. So the photos are showing what we're doing, and we have been supplying Berlin with trailer loads now because he, thanks to a lot of the work and what Dr. Arnold has done, he has a 40-foot container now in cells that is like a mini warehouse. We're keeping that topped. He's coming actually on Wednesday to take another 2 trailer loads from us. That's what's important. We have to keep using this avenue to start finding spots around the state where people can actually access, just like Berlin said. The person who was in the hospital needed a hospital bed, didn't need it next week, didn't need it in 4 weeks, they needed it now. And that is what we want to do, is we want to be able to provide instant gratification to the needs of our communities. So we are working on doing that, and you'll see some of the trailers of Berlin, you'll see some other spots out there. So it's really, this is a real great cooperation, thanks to everything that's being done by PEP, PMHTC, and everybody.
So we have that, and we have the management team reports as well. We're going to skip to those, and you have those in your packets, and that would be number, I believe it's number 3, Madam Chairperson, if they'd like to approve those reports, the Heroes and Warriors, the CEO report, and the management team. We can just bundle those all 3 together if you wish.
Okay. If there are no questions, I would like to have a motion to approve the CEO report.
I so move, Madam Chair.
Okay, that's Maria Chavez. Do I have a second?
Appleby, I second.
Okay,
Incredible.
has been moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion carries.
And Mr. Chair, for
We'd like to
PRBDC,
do the same with our Rural Business Development Corporation Board. I'd like to have a motion for approval of the CEO report.
I make the motion that we approve the report.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I will second that. Gloria Williams.
Thank you. Any questions, discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Okay, it's unanimous. Thank you.
Madam Chair and Celestino, we now have the HR new policies and procedures. We're going to put those up on the board. And we have Chip Faust, who's our new HR director.
Is there any questions on the new policies and procedures under the Human Resources Department? If not, I would like to have a motion to adopt those policies and procedures.
Got a little excited.
That's okay. When you make a motion, make sure you say your name, my name is, and then make the motion. This is for PEP.
I'll second that, Hector.
Okay?
Okay, do I have a first? First, let me have a first.
Oh, okay, I thought I.
Ralph Romero makes the motion.
Okay, we got a first and now we
Okay,
need a second.
and now we have a second. Are there any questions? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
This
Ayes
is
have
PEP
it.
now.
So motion carries.
Okay, great. Now PRBDC, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the policies and procedures.
I'd like to make the motion.
Move to,
Approve the policies, to adopt the policies.
move to accept the policies and procedures.
I second the motion. This is
All
Gloria.
right, thank you. Any questions? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, it's unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We're running two board meetings concurrently. It's a little bit confusing, but it's our first time, so I think we did pretty good. This is our third and fourth board meeting tonight, and so we survived this far. But we have a very special guest tonight from San Luis, the mayor, and we have Gerardo Sanchez. Gerardo, are you there?
Yes, I am, Dr. Arnold. Yes, I am.
Yes, please. He's a great friend, and we've given you his bio and everything. All I can say, and I'm sure Carrie and the Youth Build would thank you and the City Council so much for supporting our Youth Build and all the support you give our organization over there in San Luis, Arizona. So go ahead.
First and foremost, I would like to say thank you for the invitation. It's actually an honor. You're always looking at us at the council meeting, and we always talk about so many good things we do for our community, and it's amazing that you've been in San Luis for more than 40 years. And the things you've done, the way you've impacted San Luis when it first began, I believe PEP was put out the first 400,000 to buy the 300 acres for Bienestar. And now, Comité de Bienestar is one of the biggest developers and actually have promoted growth in San Luis for the longest time. And I didn't realize that you were also the first agency to have a public school in the city of San Luis. All that history is just amazing, and we're not even talking about the youth build. I'm just amazed, Dr. Arnold, for everything and your staff, what you do, not only through your youth, but also internationally. The adult employment, the training you do, the micro industrias, it's amazing for what you do for the small businesses. And I just want to commend the agency as a whole. And the city of San Luis is very proud to be part of a great agency. I heard that Mr. Yepes is also there. And, but I just want to say that I am very grateful for what you've done for the city of San Luis, and you continue doing. An example of what your agency does is just recently with the COVID situation and the amount of unemployment. There at the unemployment office, there were hundreds and hundreds of people in the sun that lacked water, that lacked masks. And your youth group, very few people have actually, when we were barely beginning this pandemic and the numbers of infected were increasing in San Luis, your youth build were wearing masks, were out there giving masks, giving lunches, free lunches. It is the type of organization that we respect so much, and we will continue supporting in the city of San Luis. I've been in mayor for almost 8 years, going to be 10 years in 2 years, and a council member for another 3. And what I've seen is are good things coming from PEP and the organization and everything you guys do. So I commend you, Dr. Arnold. I commend your staff. I commend your educators, especially youth build. One of the things we always look for is our return in investment. We always are questioning what agencies we support, we help support, and year after year, you keep providing with more positiveness to our city. And it is just amazing. I go to different locations and I see recent graduates or past graduates say hi. It's like, I don't recognize me. I don't recognize them, but they recognize me. And so it's just amazing on the people you influence, not only the students, but only the parents, the loans, for the microindustrias, the micro businesses, the education, the GEDs. It's just amazing, and I commend you. And thank you for giving me this opportunity, because I highly, when there's an agency with so much potential and have done so much good in so many years. I mean, Dr. Arnold, I was born in 1969, okay? You were doing this in 1967. So it's amazing. I wasn't even a thought when you started. So I commend you. And the city of San Luis will continue supporting, will continue. And now that you're building the next high school, in that area, it's just it's exciting. It's exciting for the city of San Luis, which is like was the fastest growing community in the whole Arizona. So a lot of changes are coming to the city of San Luis. We're getting basically a new port of entry, and so there's a lot of people. Over 11 plus million people cross our border from Mexico, and I commend you for the work you do across the border with our brothers and sisters, and what you do internationally is just amazing. So once again, Dr. Arnold, thank you, and now your staff, for everything you do for the city of San Luis. And like I said, we're here to help, and all I could say is, how can we help? And we will continue supporting you. Okay, so buenas noches. Gracias for everything you do for our great community, not only for San Luis, but also for Yuma County and Arizona as a whole. I still have to see the Tortuga. I haven't seen it yet in person, but I do plan to go to Tucson one day, and my son's over there at the USA, so I do plan to see it. So, Dr. Arnold, gracias por todo lo que hace, and you should be very proud of your organization. And one always thinks of how can we leave an imprint in what we've done in our lives. And you put a big print all over Arizona, and so I commend you, and it is my honor to actually just say gracias por todo lo que has hecho y lo que vas a hacer. So have a good night, guys, and sounds like a busy meeting. So I have another meeting with Homeland Security pretty soon. So have a good night, gracias, and thank you so much.
So, Mayor Sanchez, this is Carrie Hogan. Of course, we would like to say thank you to you, because you guys, we couldn't do it without what you do for us for Youth Build. But also, just to let you know, we have a brand new program we just started. We'll be housed in Somerton, but we'll actually have a class in San Luis with our new adult GED program through the Department of Education HEP. So that kicks off in October. We just hired staff, so we're really excited to bring it back to San Luis. It went away a few years ago, but it took us a while, but we got it back. So we'll be continuing to even more there. So, but thank you, you and your staff. They keep me on my toes, remind me when contracts are due, when the meetings are happening, and Jesse Lopez and the staff. So thank you to all of you and all of your staff at the city and the council members. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you also, and the thing is, it's just an honor, I want to be part of great things, and PEP is a great thing, and so we're together in this journey, and so let's keep on working, and and commend all your staff and all your board members. It's a great organization, and I commend you, and God bless you. I really do, because you impact so many people, and you have already impacted millions of people. And so thank you once again, and you have a great night.
Y cuando vienes, hay un pasaje gratuito en la Tortuga, cuando vienes.
Gracias. I definitely want to. Okay, I want to take a picture en la Tortuga, por favor. Okay.
Okay, let's give the mayor a big hand. Gracias.
Thank you, and have a good night. I will be leaving now. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you.
Mayor, we want to thank you for appearing on our 53rd anniversary and being one of our keynote speakers. Thank you a lot.
I thank you, and it has been an honor. And, yeah, I will be invited next year also.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
John, next time send me some tacos anyhow.
Ahí es your tocayo, right? Es Héctor Sánchez te está saludando.
Oh, Héctor, I thought I heard you. I thought I heard you. So, Héctor, qué bueno. Good to hear you. Hope you're doing well.
Okay. Thank you again. Muchas gracias.
Bye-bye.
We have a very special guest on the line. Carmen, ¿estás ahí?
Sí, hola, hola, ¿me escucha?
Yeah, sí te vemos un poco al ladito. But we have a very special guest, Carmen Jara from Los Angeles. Those of you that are music aficionados know she's a real superstar, and she's befriended us. And so, Carmen, momento es tuyo.
Gusta en saludarlo a usted y a toda la gente que lo acompaña. Estoy feliz de que me hayan tomado en cuenta y bueno, les tenemos una sorpresa. Les vamos a cantar las mañanitas en español porque están cumpliendo su 53 aniversario de esta fundación tan maravillosa y de una labor increíble, de verdad, muchas gracias. Ahí estamos.
Aquí estamos.
Bueno, vamos a cantarles las mañanitas con mucho cariño para todos ustedes. Y bueno, enhorabuena, que sean muchos años más.
Qué linda está la mañana en que vengo a saludarte. Venimos todos con gusto y placer a felicidad. El día en que tú naciste, nacieron todas las flores. En la pila del bautismo cantaron los ruiseñores. Ya viene amaneciendo, ya la luz del día nos dio. Levántate de mañana, mira que ya va. Happy birthday. No. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Felicidades.
Gracias.
Y bueno, aquí estamos muy contentos de saludarlos a todos, de verdad. Qué bueno que están reunidos.
Estamos muy pendientes en crear lazos con ustedes entre nuestras escuelas, nuestros programas, y esperamos que podamos ayudar uno al otro, especialmente con dar ánimo a nuestros estudiantes, inspiración. Queremos hablar un poco más de eso en otro tiempo, pero gracias por ser nuestro amigo. Amiga.
Con mucho gusto y me encantó saludarlo y conocerlo vía telefónica y espero que pronto tengamos la fortuna de conocerlos a todos. Adiós. Adiós.
Adiós. Gracias. Bye. That's the cake you're missing.
Oh, man.
It's a virtual cake.
We had to tease Paul, we had to tease you with that cake. We just couldn't wait.
We're now back to PRBDC. It's our annual meeting, and you have the elections that we're going to put up there on the screen, the information that's goes along with that, and here we go.
Okay, so we have a slate of officers here. I hope you can see the screen here. If not, I'll go ahead and read it anyway. Celestino Fernandez, President. Georgia Eddy, Vice President. Gloria Williams, Secretary. Jose Yepes, Treasurer. Lucia Spikes, Member at Large. Ricardo Castro Salazar, Member at Large. And Paul Appleby, Member at Large. And if there aren't any, we'll entertain nominations from the floor. If anyone would like to serve as president or any of the officer positions. Well, I don't hear a lot of volunteers, so I'll entertain a motion for approval of the slate as submitted.
I'd like to make a motion to submit the slate.
Thank you, Paul. Is there a second?
This is Georgia. I second it.
Thank you, Georgia. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Okay, thank you all. It's unanimous. So you've all received an envelope, a stamped envelope, and we need to go on a PRBD side down there. That's the conflict of resolution, and please sign that and send it back as soon as possible. We need those for the auditors. So this, Mr. Chairman, concludes, I believe, the... Yes, I think unless anyone has any other business for our board, if not, PRBDC concludes this meeting, and we stand adjourned.
Are there any other questions of the meeting? Anybody has any other questions?
Madam Chair, Maria Chavez here. I don't have a question. I just want to compliment staff for their work in obtaining all those grants. Those are beautiful figures. Very proud of them, and I'll wait with anticipation for the approval of the rest of the grants submitted. But that money's looking good. Thank you, staff. Thank you, Dr. Arnold. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And Gary Hogan did a lot of work on this too, and Barbara. We had a great team of putting this together. Thank you.
Now, before we adjourn, we have a person here from technology. And I mean, this man is just great. Now, we see everybody on Zoom. You know, this is something new to us old folks. And I mean, technology is wonderful, and we've got a young man who knows how to work it.
Come on around.
Right. I really want to give him credit. Now, he's a graduate of our youth field program. Carrie Hogan, you should have something to say. But this is Gabriel. He's in our technology department. And if you have any kind of questions about technology, how to work your iPhone, how to work your computer, how to work your Zoom, and all of those attachments that goes with it, he's the go-to person. And I'd like to introduce you to Gabriel Mitcheller. And he's a graduate of our youth build program.
Yeah, so
great.
Right?
Okay, Hector. Yes. Would anybody else like to make a comment before we adjourn?
Yeah, Madam Chair, this is Maria Chavez. I too would like to add my appreciation to the IT department. Gabriel has been working with me since day one, it seems, because I always have a lot of issues. But everyone in the department is great. Lily helped me just this afternoon to make some smoother connections over here. And thank you for the lead person. He's terrific. He's got great staff, and they're always available, and with a smile, I might add, as all of the staff at PEP. Thank you so very much. Appreciate them, and just hold on to the IT. department before somebody steals them away from us, okay? Thank you.
Madam
Madam
President, I'd
Chairman?
like to, go ahead, Ralph, go ahead, please.
Yes, just a few words to congratulate the board, the staff, Dr. Arnold, for 53 years. It's been wonderful, and my wish is for at least another 53 years. So you better stay healthy, John.
Working on it. My mother was
Thank
riding
you.
a horse at 95, so there is some hope.
There you go.
Now, I wanted to introduce my new executive assistant, and that is Danielle Noriega. So we're so proud to have her on board with us. She's for about a year now has been with us, has kept this thing going, and we have a second person now, Maria Garcia. Now, the interesting thing about Maria, she has a PhD, Ralph. She's from Pueblo High School, so Pueblo High School diploma. So, thank you very much. Danielle is a great person, and when anybody comes in, if you aren't going away smiling, you haven't been in there when Danielle, she makes everybody happy, make sure they have water. You know, it's the great work that she does. She's talented, but she's also a wonderful personality. Anytime you're with her, you always go away feeling good. So we're glad.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the board before we adjourn?
I have a. Hello?
Yes, Paul?
Oh, hey, I didn't think you all can hear me. First of all, I like to personally, again, thank the board and thank Dr. Arnold and everyone involved with PEP. It just, you know, you listen to these reports, look at these pictures, just to be a part of a group of people who are reaching out and helping folks across America. And we've been internationally. I'm just so proud to be on the board and a part of this group. I think there are two things I like to say. Other things I like to say. I really am frustrated that I can't have any of that cake. And secondly, I'm looking at Ralph in this picture. Is that ASU?
Yes. Go Devils.
I thought it was something on the screen. I was trying to rub it off.
Camera over, right? Just a little bit.
Well, used to it. We're used to it.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Okay, Hector, this is your time.
I make the motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Hector. We don't need a second for that.
Thank you, everybody. Take care. Happy birthday.
It was another beautiful day.
Feliz cumpleaños.
El doctor David Arnold es un hombre conocido y en su honor hoy componemos este humilde y fiel corrido. Nació en el 42 en un rancho muy pequeño en el sur de Pensilvania, donde brotaron sus sueños. Hacia México partió cuando tenía 6 años y vivió en Guadalajara hasta cumplir 12 años. De ahí se vino a Tucson. Esto ténganlo por cierto, y él se dijo, aquí me quedo, a mí me gusta el desierto. A la edad de 12 años, John se puso a trabajar, enseñando a los braceros, sin dejar el de estudiar. En la Wakefield estudió, y aquí en la High School del pueblo, de esas dos grandes escuelas, tiene bonitos recuerdos. Fue a la Uni de Arizona y ahí estudió muchas cosas, recibiendo en sus materias siempre excelentes notas. Estudió 2 bachilleres, español y sociología, doctorado en educación y también sus 2 maestrías. John es un gran visionario, siempre viendo hacia el futuro. Por eso lanzó el PEP y él hoy dice si se pudo. Regresó con los braceros a los campos de lechuga en un camión pasajero al que llamó la Tortuga. En este mismo camión, el cual todavía existe, John impartía sus clases debajo de los mezquites. Pep comienza de la nada y hoy es una gran agencia conocida por el mundo, con importante presencia. Pepe es una agencia enorme, con más de 30 despachos por toditito Arizona y con 500 empleados. John tiene sus 4 hijos, ellos son Lori y Renato, los otros son Chasca y Tica. John es un padre sensato, él conoce a mucha gente, políticos y gentes claves, y también fue un gran amigo del señor Don César Chávez. John ha viajado mucho alrededor de este mundo, desde México hasta Japón. Su conocer es profundo. En África lo conocen y también allá en la India, donde un abrazo estrecho del mero gran Dalai Lama. En México estuvo con Fox, en África con un rey, también en la Casa Blanca con Bill y Hillary Clinton. Su meta es simple y sencilla, es mejorarles la vida a toda la gente pobre, teniendo a Dios como guía. Por eso la agencia PPEP ofrece tantos servicios a toda la gente pobre, sin distinción ni perjuicio. John a todos trata igual, con respeto y dignidad. Por razas él no distingue, siempre da oportunidad. A los yaquis y a los mayos les ha brindado su apoyo. John es un humanitario, ese ha sido su gran rollo. Muchos grupos y amistades a John lo han reconocido con homenajes y premios, y yo con este corrido. Aquí termina el corrido de mi gran y buen amigo, el doctor David Arnold, amigo del campesino.